What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we're back out here on Hirschfelden with a goose hunting video. And I thought we ought to do something a little bit different. I decided to bring all shotgun gauges out here with us. We have the semi-automatic 20 gauge. This is from the Duck and Cover DLC. We have the 16 gauge. This is from the Rancho del Arroyo DLC. We have the Cacciatore 12 gauge. This is a base game shotgun. And then we have the Miller Model 10 gauge. And this gun is from, I believe, the Smoking Barrels weapon pack 4. So yeah, that is what we've got out here today. I wanted to try and just see which gun seems to have the most oomph behind it, which one has the most range, combined with, I don't know, which one is probably just the best goose gun. I think it's probably going to be the 12 gauge, just in my opinion. It has a lot of power and a lot of rounds. The 10 gauge I think has the most power, but not a lot of rounds. So yeah, we're just gonna test them all out and see how they do. Alright, so right here we have a flock of 4 geese. So I really don't want to use one of the guns with just 3 rounds in it for a flock of 4. I think we're gonna use the 16 gauge for this group right here. So let's let them get a little bit closer, and then we'll see if we can get all 4 of them. Alright, and here we go. Let's see, and they just disappeared. Did y'all just see that? I was getting ready to shoot them, and they just disappeared. I mean, okay. Dang it, that's a bummer. One of them was pretty big. I wanted to get a shot at him just as I was about to pull the trigger. Alright, well, we've got a pretty big flock now. So on this one, let's use the Cacciatore. We'll use the 12 gauge on this flock and see. Should at least be able to get 4, maybe 5. I don't know. We'll see. My shotgun skills are not great. Alright, and let's see what we can do with this right here. And there's one. Got that one. Oop, missed that. And are there any a little bit closer? I thought it sounded like there were. That one's kind of getting away. Can we get it? We got a hit in it. I don't know. Let me just look and see that one with the binoculars. It might not go down for a while. I mean, it's going down, but it's going to be way out there. Let's just get these 3. I tell you that the 12 gauge does have good power as long as you're pretty close to them. And that's one of the flocks that's not actually going to land. So, but let's take a look at these guys right here. A brown hybrid female. We've got another female. And right here we've got a little level 3 male. Alright, not half bad. 12 gauge did pretty good. I think if I was better at shooting, might have been able to get a few more, but you can't be quite as quick with the controls on console. So, and actually we have a solo goose coming in. So, I don't know, let's shoot this one with the 20 gauge. I don't know if y'all saw that, but the goose just disappeared again. What the hey? Okay. Is that him? Huh. So I guess there's a bug with the geese. Okay, well, yeah, disappearing geese. That's the thing. Alright, so here we have another flock. Let's use the 16 gauge this time. So we're going to let them get a little bit closer. But not too close because they keep seeming to disappear. So hopefully these ones don't just disappear on us. Alright, and here they come. Let's get ready and Boom, that's one. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. And, oh, no. He's going to get away. Get back here. And got that one as well. Man, the 16 gauge really did a good job there. I don't know. I kind of like this gun for the Geese. Had a pretty quick relay, too, for all those shots. So, I will say the 16 gauge is a great gun for the Geese. But let's see what we've got here. Brown hybrid female. Another male. I think we got all but one goose in that flock. So let's see. Right here we have a level 1 male. Wow, that's a massive one. Female. And another female. And oh shoot, there's another flock coming. Crap. Okay, well, I don't know if we're going to get back to the blind in time, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, so these guys are going to land here soon. I don't know if we're going to make it back in time, but I would like to try and use, I think, the 10 gauge for this one. There is a fairly big goose in this group, so I'd like to try and get him, but I don't think we're going to quite make it back in time. I think that's actually him right there, and yep, got that one, and got that one, and oh, we missed. And see, that's kind of the downside with the 10 gauge. Some of those geese were pretty far away, and it absolutely destroyed them. But it just doesn't have the amount of shots. And that's what I don't like about it when it comes to geese. When I'm goose hunting, I need a lot of shots because I tend to miss quite a lot. Alright, so unless these guys disappear, this should be our last flock of geese because we're going to test out the 20 gauge. And actually, I've never used this gun very much, so I'm kind of curious to see what it does. But only 3 shots, so it better be good. Alright, and here we go. Let's see what we've got. And got that one. Got that one. And holy smokes, they're not dying. I thought I shot that one. Did I not get a good shot on that? Or is that just the 20 gauge being absolutely terrible? I think that's the 20 gauge being absolutely terrible. That goose was only 50, maybe 50 yards away. I mean, this one was like 25. Yeah, this one was 20. And we dropped it because hit something on the inside, but that wasn't much further, and the 20 gauge did not bring it down. So yeah, I don't know. We've got another flock of geese coming, but I really don't care right now. They're way the heck up there. So real quick, I just kind of wanted to go over what is probably the best goose gun in the game. And in my opinion, I think that it is the 16 gauge. It performed equally as well to the 12 gauge, and it has a similar amount of shots. I think that the whole big thing for the goose guns is you want a lot of rounds, okay? Especially if you're like me and you miss half the ones you take. 10 gauge just won't cut it with only 3 shots, okay? Now, mind you, the 10 gauge does have some oomph behind it, but it just doesn't have that same capacity. But I think that the 16 gauge is the best, and I'll go ahead and show you why. Because if you go down in here, the cacciatore shotgun, there's only one of them, okay? But if you go down here to the 16 gauge, there's 3 that you can have. So, with that being the case, you can carry 2 or 3 16 gauges fully loaded, and when you're out of 5 shots in one, instead of having to reload like I did, you just pull out the next one and shoot them. Really simple. So that's why I think the 16 gauge is going to be the best gun for goose hunting. Or, I mean, you can do a combo of the 16 and the 12 gauge. Either one works. Or you can do like the 16 gauge and the 10 gauge. just if you have a goose that gets out there a little bit further, use the 10 gauge. Also, I recommend carrying the 22 LR, because if you have a goose that got away from you and you really want it, it's 200 yards out there, you're not getting that with a shotgun, so carry the 22. So yeah, that's kind of what we figured out today with the geese. We also found that they like to disappear. That happened 2 or 3 times. So I don't know where that bug came from. I've never seen that before. I've never even heard about it before, but who knows? Maybe it's been around for a while. I have not hunted geese in a long, long time. So I don't know. But with all that said, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.